What's up, guys? Trade recap time. New camera, new microphone. Big things are happening. Anyway, trade recap. So, our buyers going into today, bearish. Why? We had 4 hour SMT divergence. We had these highs, and then higher highs on NQ. We had these highs and lower highs on ES. Now, I was looking at Nasdaq from the get-go. We had equilibrium marked out. And it's a mess right now, I know. From here to here on a 4 hour. And on the hourly, we had equilibrium marked out from here to here. So this green line. I'm getting a phone call. Anyway, this green line, our equilibrium point, could be potential target when we're bearish. It's a mess, I know. So we had this 5-minute imbalance and 5-minute highs. Market open, we swept those highs. And we got a 1-minute break of structure. And I spotted this 1-minute imbalance, so I drew equilibrium from the low, no, the high to the low, and we come up into equilibrium. We fill the imbalance, and we get indecision from the small candles. And I was ready to enter. I had my short position marked. I had this menu up on the side here, ready to enter. But people always say like, oh, wait for the macro, 9:50 to 10:10 New York time. Wait for that macro. So I was hesitant and I didn't take this trade. And I would have had my target at that green line, like I said. And this trade would have won quite quickly. And I was pretty bummed at that when I saw that. So that was I spotted that straight away, but I didn't want to take it because it was like 10 minutes into market open. It was before the macro. Ooh, macro. But lesson learned. We'll cover the lessons in a minute. But we lost that trade. Tough. I was like, shit. So we get rid of this because that trade, 1-minute break, 1-minute imbalance, equilibrium, imbalance filled, liquidity targeted, equilibrium targeted, and this liquidity got hit as well. So it would have been a winning trade. Should have took it. Should have, would have, could have, whatever. We know. We've learned to not listen to the macro. We see something, we do it. Don't hesitate. Stop hesitating. Lesson learned. So on to the actual trades that I took. I had just missed that move and I was like, flip's sake. I want to still catch something, which is a mistake anyway. And then I saw, while I was still, anyway, we come back up. That's the imbalance that got reacted off of. Then I saw this imbalance. So I drew equilibrium from this high to this low. We come up, we get that imbalance filled and equilibrium filled. And we'd already inverted this imbalance, or invalidated it. So I was thinking of entering again there. Stops above the high maybe, and then target that green line like we said. Another chance to get a winning trade. But what time was it at? 2:46. 9:50 macro, 9:50 macro. I'm never following that macro ever again. If I see setup before that time, I'm going to take it. Because as we can see, this messes up today, and that's something to learn from. So that was the second trade that I'd missed, and I'd missed the first one, but I wanted to still catch something by mistake. Go to this and go to this. Then see this huge leg down. We'd swept this liquidity, hit my targets. These were my targets. We'd hit them. And then for some reason, I saw this imbalance, saw equilibrium from the high to the low. We came in, we got a reaction. I entered there. And well, just to proof, I entered. I sold there, stopped out there. Mistake. I forced the setup after the move had happened that I would have caught, and we've learned from that. That was NQ today. We missed this simple textbook textbook setup. This was what we should have taken. Simple setup. But it doesn't matter because there's always tomorrow. Now on ES, we didn't miss an entry because it was just chop work until our entry anyway, but we were still revenge trading from the missed entry anyway. So we had that big SMT on the 4 hour anyway. And we broke 1 minute structure here, this red line. Let me get rid of this for a second. Broke 1 minute structure with this candle close. We made this 1 minute imbalance, and I saw we filled it and came, well, we tapped into it and came down. We closed below this little candle gap. I was like, oh, I'll enter. So I entered here. Again, just sort of rushing it, taking a shit entry. We entered there, stops above this imbalance. Target that equilibrium that got hit on an NQ. And got stopped out as well. So, what are our lessons for today? Don't wait for that stupid 950 mark. Because if we didn't wait for it, we would have had our winning trades. Just anything after half two. Because we're on such, I like using the 1 minute, like to find like a 10-minute trade or like a 15-minute trade. There's no point waiting till 950 for me. So we've learnt that. We risked on the ES trade 0.5% on NQ, 0.73%. So we've lost a total of 1,200. Well, we lost 1.23% today on our 100k account. That is $1,230. We're now sitting at 2.5% in profit since the 4th. So 2 weeks, 2.5% profit. It's not bad. Oh, sorry, we had news. We had news at 1:30. Didn't do much. Tomorrow, we've got everything before market open. Wednesday, bank holiday. So I don't know if we'll trade Wednesday. Thursday, I've got an exam, so I can't trade. Friday, we've got a lot of news after session open, so we'll have to wait for that anyway. So that puts us in the 950 mark. If we have to wait for news, that's fine. I'll wait for red impact or high impact news, of course. Because the chances of us finding a trade between 2:30 and being out before 2:45 is just not very high. So, but today we had no reason to wait. We should have just took it. So we've learned to not be as hesitant and not be hesitant, and to just do it, because if we see it, we would have, don't be hesitant. Don't wait for 950 because it's a bit stupid. And yeah, that's about it. I wanted to risk 1% today. We got around there. It's fine. Our win percentage now on this paper trading account from when we started it is 6 for 6, 50%. And we're still learning. We're on demo for a reason. We're learning these lessons. And if we can just catch that move from like between 2:30 and 3 o'clock every day, it'll be perfect. But it's just about perfecting my own strategy, and I think we're heading in the right direction. This is a 9-minute video. Right, I'll end it over here. I will see ya.